Hi YouTube! We are gathered here today to discuss some favorites of the month slash purchases, pickups, that type of thing. I would love to combine both February and January just because I haven't been doing too much shopping lately because I've been broke. I don't have too many pickups to show you, but I'm gonna mix a little bit of PR as well as some things that I've actually bought myself just to keep things a little bit interesting. And then towards the end, I'll also tell you some things that I've been enjoying in the digital space, things that I don't own myself. So the things that I do own, I'll show you physically, and then the things the things that I don't have, I'll just insert pictures of so you can see the vision. I do have quite a hefty list prepared on my laptop here, but I'm just going to try to get through it as quickly as possible because there's a lot to love this month, this season. So grab a snack. We're going to be here for a minute. The first category is going to be things that I've purchased myself. So the first item is going to be this like marching band style little zip up jacket that I picked up on Depop. I showed this in my closet tour as well in a little bit more detail, but basically I just really love this style, and this is my first piece that I've gotten with the marching band style, and I think it's perfect. It like really fulfills what I was looking for, so I love her a lot. And the next item that I purchased is going to be this deer print like short sleeved like fur coat. I also got this on Depop. I just think it's like the perfect shade and like perfect deer print. Like I have another deer print coat that I feel like doesn't amount to this one, so this really fulfills that like deer print obsession for me, and I think she's really great. I love her a lot. My next purchased item is gonna be these little camo sneaker heel wedge kind of things that I picked up on Poshmark in the month of January, I want to say. I really love these because I of course was wanting a pair of Isabel Marant's, but since they're so expensive I just kind of never went for it. And then I saw this style on a Depop listing, but it was a bit pricey, so I decided to go hunting for it elsewhere, and thank God I did because I found these on Poshmark. I just love the camo. I love the vibe of a sneaker heel. I love that it's like a little bit elevated but still casual, so I love the way that I feel in sneaker heels, and I think that the camo and everything just like really sold this for me. So that wraps up my purchases. Like I said, I really didn't do that much shopping these past few months, but I did receive some gifting that I really loved and got a lot of wear out of in the past 2 months. So next category is going to be gifting. So first, these music note tights, these really amazing like opaque kind of like white tights. There's not too much like skin that shows through them, which I actually think is really awesome with this like music note motif specifically. These were gifted to me from Heaven and Hell on Instagram. I just feel like I got so much use out of them. I got so much wear out of them, especially maybe in the month of January. I feel like I remember shooting a lot of content in these. If you follow my Instagram, you've probably seen me wear these a lot in like reels and in my outfits because I really love them, and I'm sure I'm going to continue to wear them in the coming months. The next one is a really obvious one. Again, if you follow my Instagram, you know that I wore the shit out of this set, especially when I was in New York these past few weeks in February. So this is my beautiful, gorgeous leopard trekkie set. It comes with this matching hooded top, zip up top that has this like amazing fur trim, and then also these really cute horns. Really love this like sort of Adidas vibe that you get from the striping here, and again I just love the pink and the leopard and like all the colors that they've got going on, especially when I had my pink hair just a few weeks ago, which I sadly don't have anymore. I felt like it was really perfect. My next mention is gonna be these Doc Martens little Mary Jane shoes that I was gifted in the month of February, and I love these so much. I think these are definitely my favorite pairs of Doc Martens that I've ever owned, and I think they're so special because of this like leopard print. It has like, I don't know what it is, maybe it's like a faux horsehair kind of thing, but it's like sort of fuzzy and like it has like a bit of a hairy texture, and I don't know if I've ever seen something like that in a pair of Doc Martens. So I just think the combination of the Mary Jane plus the leopard print is like everything, and when I saw these, immediately fell in love. And then my next mention, maybe my final mention, under the gifting category is gonna be my UGG little like sneaker shoes that I wear literally every single day. I definitely was gifted these like either January or maybe even December. I've had them for a little while, but I figured I would mention it anyways because I have been wearing it consistently since then. So it definitely is still a February/January favorite of mine since I haven't actually stopped wearing them. Next category is gonna be accessories and like more miscellaneous stuff. So my first mention is gonna be fitted hats, specifically a fitted hat with my little tiara is like something that I've been really loving. So what I often do is just stack the tiara on top of the hat, and it's a little silly, but like in a way it's kind of awesome. I don't know, I think it's really cute. Like, you can't tell me this isn't adorable. I love wearing this one like a little bit slouchy or like kind of off to the side, like switch it up a little bit. And then I more recently tried this hat that was gifted to me maybe in January with this tiara as well. I think it's really cute because this hat has some gold embroidery on it already, and then of course like the fluff adds another element. My next mention is gonna be these like thicker banded kind of chokers that I've been really into. So I kind of got into the spiked choker thing like a little while ago, and I realized that I really like these like thicker banded kind of choker styles because I feel like it's like kind of obnoxious and in your face a little bit, which I think is what I like about it. So definitely wore this a lot, especially in the month of February. And then this is my newer edition that was gifted to me, and I wore it a lot in the month of February as well. But it kind of has that like similar vibe with the thicker banding style. And then I just think that like the color, this like rose gold color, and also these like little stud kind of design things are really cute, and I really loved getting to wear these in February. I feel like in every favorites video, a lot of people include scents, and so I really wanted to mention my favorite scent right now, which is this Anna Sui rose scented perfume that I was gifted. It's called Thorn of a Rose, and as soon as I smelled this, I fell in love. I had an Anna Sui like little lip balm tin when I was a little girl, and it smelled exactly like this perfume. Like, I think the rose kind of scents might be their like signature, so this perfume reminds me a lot of that lip balm that I had way back when, and I just love this smell so much. If you like a rose scent, this one is scrumptious, and I wish you could smell it through the screen because honestly, it's gorgeous. It's amazing. I don't know if this really counts, but I just wanted to mention it anyways. But another one of my favorites for these past few months has definitely been this like specific editing style that I've been using, especially on Instagram for photos, but I definitely integrated it a little bit into my video content as well. And I've just been really into this like fuzziness of the edges of every picture pretty much. I really don't know how else to explain it. And then also like the squishing of images. Like, I love to take a close-up shot and then just fucking squish it. And it just looks, it's like funny, but I think it also looks kind of cool. Like, it's like playing with the, I guess, like perspectives of the image. So I have been loving like combining all of these things together and like playing with softer colors and then like, I guess, more low quality images, like the softness of the image, just like putting that all together to make these like really dreamy looking photos and stuff, which I have been having a lot of fun with. I definitely have been doing this kind of for a while, but I feel like I really almost overdid it like in these past few months. So definitely peak of that was January, February, and I feel like I made some of my favorite imagery within these past few months, which is crazy because that means it's gonna be kind of hard to top. But you know, it's always good to have recently done your best work, you know, and so I thought I would mention that. Next thing I want to mention is still kind of under the accessory umbrella actually, but I've been really into this like award ribbon kind of style lately, so I picked up this one on eBay when I was like hunting for something like cute and vintage. I think this one might be like a custom actually, but it's definitely like a one of one kind of thing. I don't know that it's vintage per se, but I really love the like gingham print that they used here, and I think that was one of my like favorite parts of this ribbon specifically. And I feel like I saw this like motif a lot coming in on runways this season, and I definitely wanted to credit Chloe, who I follow on Instagram, and I've also been watching her YouTube videos a lot recently, who I feel like kind of introduced me to this like style. I feel really inspired by a lot of the like little accessories that she includes to really like amp up her outfits, and she's also a stylist and she does some really awesome styling work for a lot of designers. And I recently got to attend the Tyler McGilvery show that she was styling, and I also attended the Mila Sullivan show back in September that she styled as well. And I just really love what she does with styling, and I feel like I take a lot of inspiration from her ideas. And so, you know, I think that I definitely got inspo for this concept from her. I think Chloe's awesome and you should definitely check out her pages. Speaking of content creators, so recently as I've started my very own YouTube journey, I have felt more compelled to watch creators on YouTube, obviously, and one that I've been loving so much is Ivana, who makes like a lot of vlog style content with her boyfriend, and she's one of my mutuals actually, and I have been loving watching them on YouTube. I admittedly watch them definitely more than once a day. Like I actually kind of look forward to it, and they're just so like funny and wholesome. And you know, if you're looking for a creator to watch on YouTube, I definitely think that that is one that you should check out because like I don't know, I just really love their vibe and what they do, and they're really entertaining to watch. I feel like it's almost considered like kind of lame as like a, I don't know, creator to like plug other creators, but you know, like I think that you should plug your homies, especially when they deserve it. So, you know, I believe in plugging other creators. I think that you should always do that. So shout out to creators that create amazing things. I am very happy that I get to witness creation in real time as a creator as well. It's a really fun time. So next, I'm gonna get more into collections that I've seen this season, mostly in the month of February, but things that I don't own, but I've gotten to witness in the digital space that I think are really exciting and worth mentioning. So I'm gonna start with the Sandy Liang fashion show that just happened in February in New York. I think that what was so amazing about this show is like the way that she referenced more, I guess you would say, like childlike visual aesthetics. Like I think that I really enjoy a little bit of cutesy, like childish kind of prints and patterns, and I feel like she did really well with that. I have to say, I don't know that Sandy Liang is like super the style that I always pull from, but I know that she has like a very tight-knit community, and I feel like this collection kind of can fulfill their current like community clientele while also reaching a new community, which I think is one of the coolest things that a designer can do, like really branch out their prospects while still remaining true to their identity. You know, you don't want to lose your brand identity, but I think it's really cool when they can sort of reach another niche and like satisfy a separate community, because I think it just shows a lot of range on the designer's part. And I love a lot of Sandy Liang's collections, but this one was just like spectacular. It was really amazing in my opinion. I especially loved this dress that she did, this little like Polly Pocket vibe, I think she called it, where she has this sort of like plastic star motif in the center, featuring some like little doll clothing pieces in the middle, and then of course she has this like beautiful dainty feminine sort of print with the like rose prints going on. And then coming back to the award ribbon motifs, she has it featured like in this little tiny thing up here, and then she also featured it on this dress with like the puff sleeves and the puff skirt, and then you have this like crazy award ribbon rosette kind of ensemble going on in the shoulder here. Another one that I really wanted to mention is this amazing calendar skirt that she had on the runway. I feel like this is like so nostalgic to like so many Asian kids that definitely recognize this sort of like aesthetic that she's building on. And I think that the fact that it's wearable while still being almost like over the top insane is perfect. It's like the perfect combination. At least I think it's wearable, but I did hear some people online saying it's not so wearable, so maybe there's a bit of a split there, but in my opinion, I think this was one of her best collections. Next mention is gonna be this collection by one of my friends, Ange, and they recently released a collection and debuted it on the runway, and when I was in New York, I got to try on and like style some of the pieces, and we were doing like a fun little like fitting style shoot. And oh my god, I fell in love with these pieces like you wouldn't even believe. So a few of my favorites, definitely this like beanie slash veil thing. I love this so much. It's like kind of weird because it's so casual on the front, like the beanie aspect, and then in the back, like party in the back, you know what I mean? It's like the perfect mix of like casual but like insanity, and I think that that is my favorite like vibe right now. I don't really know how to explain it, but the mix of those two things is really exciting for me. So I loved that you kind of feel like a princess, but you also feel really cool in it, and I think that that kind of carries through the rest of this collection as well. So another one of my all-time favorites was this fringe belt situation. The material is this sort of like cottony fabric, and I feel like fringe is, you know, coming in right now, but traditionally it's a little bit more of a suede or like leather kind of material. Like you don't really see it too much with cotton. So the fact that this was a fringe belt but it was cotton, so you play with the casual but like insanity kind of combination, and I think that again that was really exciting to me. I just loved how it felt on, like I loved like twirling around in it. Final thing from this collection, it's really amazing like short sleeve sweater kind of situation that I had on, and there was like a sash attached to it, and I thought that that idea was so awesome because as we see this like sort of Rosette Award ribbon kind of vibe coming in, I feel like sashes are kind of coming in with it together. I love a sash. I definitely want to get more into that kind of like accessory style. I have this top by Sour Tie where it features like a sash plus a little rosette flower up here, and I love the combination. Next I want to mention the Sinead Gorey show. I'm so sorry if I said that wrong, but they just had a runway show in London just a few days ago actually, and I would love to one day make it out to London Fashion Week. I think there's so many amazing designers out there that I just kind of miss out on because I'm all the way across the world in fucking America. But this collection was really awesome. I felt like they are sort of doing this thing with the insane headwear again. And I've been seeing a lot of these like hats with sort of like mesh kind of attached situation, kind of like the hat beanie from Ange's collection that I was talking about earlier, and I think that that is like something that I'm into and I'm gonna have to tap into. But I really liked their use of like the plaid tartan kind of prints on this runway show, and also the hats. I think the hats were really amazing and worth noting, and I love this like outfit that they did with the draping and like all of this layering, and it's a really awesome brand to like keep an eye out for. And then I wanted to mention, oh my god, this outfit that I saw one of my mutuals, Abby, wearing. Oh my god, I actually haven't stopped thinking about it since I saw it, and I keep seeing paparazzi photos of her on the street like looking so awesome in this outfit, and I believe this is a Sinead Gorey outfit that she was wearing to the show, and I just love the way that she uses the dress and like styles around it. I think that her style is like remarkable, and the way that she accessorizes and like utilizes color is really awesome to me, and I think she's underrated, honestly. She has so many amazing outfits that I really love. I'm just like clicking through my screenshots here on my computer. Really amazing styling on her part, and also from the show. I loved both, and both were really exciting to me actually. My next mention is gonna be this brand. I honestly am not gonna even try to say it. I don't know if I can, but I've been seeing these pictures floating around on Instagram for what feels like a really long time, and I've been following them for quite a long time as well. But I think they might actually be releasing the collection like very soon, like this week. And of course I have to be broke right now, but oh my god, I want these pieces so bad. And they've been teasing this sort of like lucky girl design for a little while, and my favorite has to be the hats that they do with the lucky girl embroidery, and especially this one with the plaid tartan whatever, and the dress and the like jersey number motif and like the puffy skirt. I think it's like it's magical. And another favorite from them would have to be another like lucky girl concept with this like what looks like a fold over like flap kind of coming over the chest. I think that's like really unique and awesome, and like kind of still sticks between like the craziness and the coolness, which is again like right where I'm landing right now. And I love this like obnoxious puff skirt situation with like the tight bodice, like the and then the I just love it so much. I think this brand is definitely major stuff. Next, I really want to mention these hats that I've been seeing a lot by Sideara. I was actually introduced to her work at the Tyler McGillivray fashion show, where I think she created like one of the headpieces for that show. And then since then, I've seen so much of her work actually on other runway shows. Some highlights for me especially was this really insane, amazing headpiece that she did for the Bella Pietro show in New York just a few weeks ago. I really loved this headpiece that they had on Vienna with this like what looks like a glass like little carousel wind up toy. And when I saw the video of them wind up the carousel, it was rotating on the runway. Can you believe that? I could not believe that. So it's clear that her work is on quite another level here. And then I also more recently saw this photo of a hat that she did for a separate show. It looks like it was Givenchy NYC, and there's this like slanted obnoxious headpiece slash hat with this like what looks like feathers or like maybe some softer fur all along the edges, and it's like almost kind of covering the model's face a little bit. And oh my god, it's just like so fabulous. Her work is so amazing. I'm gonna have to purchase a hat when I have some money in the bank, bro, because that is quite amazing. Okay, and then I'm getting to the end here. I think 2 more mentions. Okay, first, Tao pieces that I actually got to also try on and like style and shoot a look for in New York. When I was able to loan some pieces from them. I was specifically looking out for these gloves that they've made because I've just been obsessed with those for a long time. Everything from their collections is truly like consistently amazing. I'm just really happy to have been able to like touch and style and wear some of their pieces for the first time. That was like a really major moment for me. Okay, I believe this is my final mention. This is the Sculptor Worldwide collection that just came out literally like a few weeks ago. I have been kind of long time obsessed with this brand, but this collection specifically was like out of this world to me. I loved it so much. So I really loved like what they're doing with like these drapey sleeves, and I love like the polka dots and the puff shorts or skirt. I love that they're also using the award ribbon motifs, and I love this blazer that they did with the puff shoulders again, how we're like playing on more simple, cool pieces and making them sort of obnoxious. That's like really where I'm sat right now. So I love this with the polka dots and the blazer. God, it's just like, I don't know, I'm like kind of mouth watering right now. I think especially this hooded zip up with the puff sleeves again, and like the mix of the textures. I actually think that I'm gonna have to purchase this soon. Because I love it so much, and I think I actually need that. I actually really need that. So maybe that'll be my next purchase. And I would love like the opportunity to work with them in the future. So hopefully we can manifest some work with these brands, some opportunities with these brands that I feel so aligned with right now. And what a great time to be like, you know, experiencing fashion when all this greatness is being released and, you know, conceived in the industry right now. So I feel really excited about fashion right now, and I'm so happy to have been able to share this with you. If you made it this far, thanks for listening to me yap about my favorites. Honestly, I hope you found something that you loved. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much for watching and sitting through this with me. Hopefully there will be lots more to love coming out in the fashion space, as I am sure that there will be. That's all from me today, but I'll see you again when we do another one of these videos, which will probably be very soon, since I am having so much fun with this whole YouTube thing.